Hello gamers. So today I'm gonna be showing you a build I've been working on that is pretty much completely separate from all the spellcasting, Blood Mage slash Infernalist slash Spark, Comet, whatever kind of jazz I've been doing for most of the league. And that's because it's a minion build. I decided that it would be really cool to try to see how far I can push minions, because this league actually has a lot of cool new toys for them. In particular, there is the belt that gains bonuses as if it was a helmet, as well as the runes for the helmet, which give you increased reservation efficiency. And there's also the ring, the Grip of Kulamak, which has spirit and reservation efficiency, which is pretty good. There is also the Undying Hate Jewel, which can give you Spirit Keeper, as well as reservation efficiency, based on how much tribute you have. And if you have a lot of tribute, which is quite possible to do, you can get a lot of reservation efficiency, especially if you have multiple of these nodes. I managed to get my hands on an Undying Hate with Spirit Keeper, Grim Grit and plus Tribute, which has pretty much about as good of a notable roll as you can get regarding the Confined Exaltation. Unfortunately, the Grim Grid is kind of hard to reach, although I do have a tech for it. I have this Cunning Fox and Royal Megalomaniac, which allows me to hit the Grim Grid, which turns to Spirit because of Prism Guardian. And I can then get the Warlord, Berserker and Leader passives using a From Nothing. I'm not really sure exactly which one is better, it's a bit hard to tell. I also have a 12 spirit and 8 life against the darkness, basically just a lot of spirit from here, as well as 3 Grand Spectrum Emeralds with strength, the +3 Prism for Summon Spectre so that the ants do more damage, and yeah, this is more or less the setup. The tree is catered towards minion skills and reservation. The gear is mostly for life stacking purposes because of Prism Guardian. This is the item that a lot of the build is built around, as well as the Baidat's Will, which reserves life to give you spirit from the Infernalist Ascendancy. Using these, we get a lot of life, which then translates to a lot of spirit, which translates to a lot of minions. As you can see, we have over 30 Frozen Mandibles, and I have also got this really nice scepter. It's 2 socket, level 20 Skeletal Warriors, pretty much perfect rolls, increased damage, attack speed, crit damage, tier 1 Spirit Hybrid, and +4. And I also vaulted with a lock to get a 3rd socket, so allies in my presence now deal about 200% damage with just the scepter alone. And yeah. This is also a really big spirit chest. I did lock it. Unfortunately, the outcome was not good, so I decided to just skip on it and leave it as it is for now. But yeah, I am actually mainly posting this video not because I wanna flex the amazing damage I'm doing with this build, but because I'm really disappointed with how bad the damage is. That is not to say that the damage I'm doing right now is terrible. Like, as you saw from the clips, it's not so bad, it's definitely manageable, but for this kind of investment, I can instead just do this. By actually using a real build that is not minion related. So I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, or if I just don't understand what I'm supposed to do to make this build pop off, but I have just not been able to do satisfying levels of damage with this build, or just any minion in general, and I'm really trying to figure out why. I have not been able to figure out why myself, so maybe there is some genius commenter that can help me fix this build and actually kill Uber Arbeiter before he phases. But yeah, for now this is where it's at. These are my supports. Now, just to flex a little bit, because this is some pretty expensive gear I had to get for this build, I am gonna make you sit through watching me reserve more and more skeletal warriors, because I have not seen anyone have this many skeletal warriors at once. And on another note, it was actually pretty easy to break the spirit record on PoE Ninja, because apparently nobody else has managed to get over 1,000, which I find really surprising. Maybe minion players just aren't that hardcore, but oh well, I guess. Anyway, so there you have it. I have 213 skeletal warriors. How does that look for my frames? Not great. Imagine if they started moving. Yeah, it's all over when they start moving. Anyway, yeah, I also do have other things I could try to improve for the build. Like, I do have a 100% Adorned as well as Minion Jewels. I did try the Blood of Rage as well as Warlord Leader and Berserker tech to make my minions have Rage. But yeah, I have mostly been at a loss trying to figure out how to get these guys to do more damage, and yeah. If you have any ideas on how to do that, I guess you can ping me in game or leave a comment or yeah. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.